Post some money on it, damn, you finna make it less tired. Little thing on the back, making you faster to my college. I gotta stop taking these pills, making me nauseous. Ride with the blicky on my lap, I'm moving cautious. Light up a woodboard, I look like smoking games. Outside of the hood, it's really no for taking change. I really grew up section, they ain't the same. Police on my ass, I'm swerving in and out of the lane. Tryna up, like I'll smack it out his hand. Watch out with the nugget, these $1,000 pennies. On the shirt that I got on, it's like $1,000 brand.
Hey.
I'm really tight to pop a pills from every lane. One arm on the wheel, the other one holding the sniffer. J-Bucket barring off the court, he started pimping. Bitch taking pennies off, I'm trying to see you really with it. He ain't getting no come around, I swear to God that we can't kick it. Yeah, I swear to God that we get kicked it. Niggas know who we're parting on the back of every block. Ain't shit my niggas fixed. Niggas ain't here, nobody shooting in the bed. Police get behind us, it's a fast one, put this shit in dead. Walk out of sacks and I'm a dribble like a faucet. I never run off from my team, I'm off. I'm inside the club, you get told what you the boss is. Speaking on my brothers, fuck it, that's gonna be a cause. So many killers, we gon' hop outside the home. I just run the hood, them niggas said you was running. Smoke it out his hand before you get to put the gun on. She tryna flip the God, she hurry on the coming. All this in the game, you put the niggas in the bleachers. $1,000 if you goofy on the future. The stadium lights in my hood like arena. Them niggas losing on that side, we need a team. Tryna suck, nigga, I shove it down the throat. I'm on this show, you tryna drive the boat. Jackson the plug, I told him need another load. 24 hour challenge, staying on the road.
Yeah. Welcome. Nightcap with Friends, man. That was Eli Ruger, man. From Providence, Rhode Island, man. Chad Brown section. Welcome, everybody, man. This is Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night. Powered by Smoking Poetik with me, man. Honorably refreshing for the world. The world, Craig. The world. Tonight, man, we are reacting to what's been going on in the YouTube metaverse, YouTube streets, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be reacting to a few things, man, as you guys can see to the title. You know, congratulations to Adam22, Mr. Gillie. He's back again. We're going to react to Gillie and Charleston White situation. Poetik Flakko, welcome back. He used to be Mr. $50 promo. Welcome back, Mr. Flakko. He's back. You know what I mean? And then we got, you know, Spider Loke, a.k.a. Opportunist Loke, faces off with ODM Slim, my guy. You know what I mean? That's what we'll be reacting to tonight, man. Catch this. Starting Sunday, I'll be back at my regular schedules with the segments. You know? Yeah. So, and be on the lookout. This weekend, I will be dropping a new episode of Hood Vlogs with Honor, highlighting the grind, not the crime. And it'll be with CB22 and Eli Ruger, hailing from the Chad Brown section of Providence, Rhode Island. Be on the lookout for that, people. It'll be in the playlist of Hood Vlogs with Honor. So now, we're going to start this off right. Whack 100 warns Poetik Flakko that he's in danger. Let's see what's this about.
But it's not Flakko, bro. What's the Flakko? All I tell you, bro. What happened to Whack? And they framed me, though. They framed me. Flakko. No, Flakko, listen to what I'm telling you, bro. No, what they framed me. Flakko. Tell me what happened. They 2 hours ago, do you guys tell me? Hear me out, Flakko. My dead hopes. I warn you. And the content stop me.
Not to cut him off. You heard what he said. Pay attention, Flakko. I warned you to stop playing or you're going to be content. Meaning, he's on the verge of catching a long overdue wedgie. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it rolling.
But they lied to me, though. I warned you, and Big Rock, Rockstar, warning. I ain't going to say nothing else. What happened? What happened is this, right?
What happened? Flakko, listen. What Flakko does, right? He acts and plays the fool. He took the damn taking pages. He took the whole manuscript and book and the playbook from academics. They act and play dumb. You know what I'm saying? He's acting like he don't know. He knows what he's doing. He's very intelligent. I refuse to sit here and believe that a lot of these people that I come for, granted, there are a lot of slow ones and dizzy, but he's not one of them. Poetik Flakko is very smart. He knows what he's doing. Let's keep it rolling.
Content, Rockstar. 2 hours I argue with, talking down off this. Telling them what did to me. His stupid ass don't be knowing, and I tell him to get out of that. You finish the content, bro.
Stop, Whack. He does be knowing. He's been living there for so long. Okay, granted. Maybe when he first came from Dakota, North Dakota, wherever he came from, he was green. He was wet behind the ears. But living in California, being in the West Coast, period, you should already know. And it's just common sense. It ain't rocket science. You're a civilian. Stay in a civilian's lane. Especially do not dip your nose in any type of politics that's in the street. If you're not in the streets. Even if you're in the streets, you need to mind your damn business. But especially if you're a civilian and you're trying to be a journalist, mind your business. Let's keep it rolling.
Stop playing over me. No. Right? You got no, right? No, right? No, right? Look, right? So what happened is this, right? Is they invited Lucky D back in the building for like the interview, right? And then they kind of put it on me. I ain't talking about that. You put that man's fake information, bro, on Munchie D. They didn't already send word that they had you send that man that.
See what I mean? He's so pressed about the views and the clicks and all this that he's willing to risk his well-being and potentially his life for content, for views and clicks. And it's starting to catch up with him. You know what I mean? It's crazy because if I was to be doing any of them things that him and the 16 do, I would have been caught wedgies. They would have been came for me, man. They would have been trying to violate me. I would have been out here being crazy, man. I would have been in California going crazy. You know what I mean? Long overdue. Long overdue. We're going to keep this going, though. You guys hear this. Whack 100 warning him. He saved him. Allegedly. We don't know if this is true. Because he'd be saying a lot of lies. So, now let's go to point and shoot. About Flakko. We still on Flakko, people. Still on Flakko, people. We're still on Flakko. I'll let the ads play. Listen, man. I am back better than ever. Starting Sunday. Tomorrow, stay tuned at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be interviewing Mr. Loose Cannon tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'm interviewing a very dear person of mine. You know what I'm saying? Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. It's just, I mean, I'm back, man. I'm back. And you can stay tuned for next week. The other segments and all that. Excuse me. My thoughts, my opinions. Belt to ass. And we talking sports. You know what I'm saying? That's in the works, so don't worry. Here we go. Oh, damn. I still have it on mute.
All right, so for this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about Poetik Jala and how he continues to just make fun of LA gang members and troll.
Yo, every fucking time. Yo, he even has my lady saying this shit. I should have recorded earlier. Let's run this shit back. Every fucking time he kills me.
So for this video, I wanted to talk to you guys
every effing time.
Poetik Jala and how he continues to just make fun of LA gang members and troll and just wildly disrespect their culture for the sake of profiting off of them. It's so disgusting, and it's
nasty work out here. It's like that. Him and Adam are so right in their face with it, but these gangsters from these organizations are so pressed and they just want to get out of the shit that they're in, that they're going with it. They're either too stupid to see that they're being exploited and being used, or they just don't care. And I'm 50-50 with it, because sometimes I'm like, yo, do they really see? Because then you see them really vouching for this dude, Adam, and this dude right here, Flakko. Like, If these two worked at Walmart, Adam was the manager and he was the freaking cart pusher, none of these people would even bat an eye at them, let alone take pictures with them like this. It's just real wacky. It's like, come on. Let point and shoot
get out of control. It's getting so out of control that I'm having trouble, frankly, believing some of the stuff that I'm seeing.
What? Facts. That's why I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, how is this happening? And I be having all conversations with people that are out there, and they're like, hey, no, because, you know, there's such and such, this and that. And I'm going to get more into it tomorrow when I'm talking with Loose Cannon. But it's like, it wouldn't fly in certain places, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. It just wouldn't.
I'm not even joking. This is getting so crazy. It's so wildly out of control that I'd like to start with the first clip. So this is going to be from the No Jumper show, and this is Jala pretty much trying to, like, I don't know if this is trolling or if he's actually trying to get everyone to believe this, but listen to this.
Why was never no bitch? He was never no bitch.
Yeah, this is
like
crazy.
Why are we even, bro? We are a hip hop page, yo.
Expose the reverend.
But like, Brazy not though, right?
What does that matter?
Yeah, everybody get posted on no rapper. No, but
yeah, Zaire. What does that matter?
Talking about like gangs and DPs and stuff. Why you talking about that?
Yo, this right here, I know he does a lot of rage baiting and all that. Like he wants people to go crazy and be like, "Oh, he's acting." No, he's delusional right here. I believe this part of him right here, and it's so funny what Lush said, man. Hey, yo, I'm gonna get on Lush too. Lush, you know, Lush. I'm gonna have to make content on you, bro. You forced my hand. You forced my hand, bro. You might unfollow me after this one, bro. I'm just gonna be brutally honest with you, bro. You don't need No Jumper. You never did, bro. And look at what's happening. You should have. I don't even know why you're there, bro. But I get it. Rent is crazy in Southern California.
Shit on your page all the time.
No, you do.
Lush.
That's delusional, bro.
Get this nigga, bro.
At least have self-awareness.
Okay, so
He fucked me up. I mean, he effed me up with that, man. Well, Lush said, at least have some self-awareness. That's what I'm saying. He's delusional over here. He's really caught up in his own sauce, bro. That's academic son right here, bro. That's his child. That's his offspring right here. It's real wicked. It's real wicked.
When I first heard this, I was like, okay, so he's doing the rage bait thing. So
he's not. He's really delusional over there, point and shoot. Yeah, I mean, he's not rage baiting right there. He's delusional. He really thinks he needs to sit down and have a conversation with someone across from him in a nice, comfortable setting.
How he got any type of notoriety on No Jumper. This is how he started getting views early on, is he would say the most outlandishly stupid and crazy thing so that he would elicit like rage-based engagement from like viewers and stuff. And so even if the engagement is negative, he doesn't care. He's basically just like the 16. I think the 16 is giving him advice on how to be a lol cow and just let them say whatever they want. Money is money. And so we're left with a situation in which this fat bastard is doing what the 16 does, and he's just trolling his own audience.
What are we talking about? What? What are you talking about?
I mean,
what is it?
They're like even. But honestly, I don't think he's rage baiting right here. I honestly think he believes that he don't dip his nose in politics. He's that caught up in his own little, because you got to give it to him. He has clout. He's making motion. He's having motion. He's getting coin. That's his coin. I mean, he ain't never had this much attention in his life. He ain't never had the amount of money he's earning right now in his life. So he don't know how to act. He's lost in the sauce. And he's on the verge of really catching a wedgie. A long overdue wedgie at that.
What are you talking about? What does it stand for?
Jim Jones, Big Meech.
Oh my God. He up here trolling.
Jim Jones, Big Meech.
He up here trolling. Find me a gang video. I like any video.
So they pull this up. They don't even have to pull it up. This is the desktop background image for. They think it's so funny. The 16 thinks it's so funny what Jala does.
Every time he calls He got me saying it. He got me permanently calling that bull the 16th.
That he encourages it, and he put this as the desktop background. This is Jala throwing up crit.
See, that's going to see. He playing with it. They got some screenshots. What? Whoa. That's a. They had a fucking blue rag on his head.
Yeah, no, look at that. See what I mean?
I'm telling you.
What we doing? What are we doing? And he, like, I grew up in California, right? I don't even do that. I've never I couldn't, dude. People that are dear to me. Shout out to my man Luigi. And speaking about that, just open the door. Mr. Ouija, wow. Mr. Ouija's, I gotta think of the name, man. But my brother got his own freaking company that he comes and picks up your waste and stuff. You know what I mean? And he comes pick it up out there in San Diego. He's based out in Mira Mesa in the Mecca. Dago, we're gonna get it right though. He's getting his logo in order and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm bringing him up real quick because, you know, my brother, you know, everybody in his family, the older people that is, are deaf. They speak sign language. I've been in this family since I was 16 years old. So I don't even know sign language. You know what I'm saying? Let alone stacking. You know what I mean? I've never sat there and threw up gang signs, bro. You know what I mean? And I grew up in California. I had opportunities to join an organization, a couple of ones. You know what I mean? But I just chose to be, you know, a civilian, a freelancer. I run to the beat of my own drum. You know what I mean? And he's out there just 3-4 years in living in California. And he's out here stacking like he's one of them. Crazy, bro. I remember the California I grew up in. If you out, he's false flagging right there. That's false flagging. What happens to false flaggers? What is supposed to happen? But if I was doing that out there, I would have an issue. You know what I mean? I would be forced to really take penitentiary chances by being on defense because people are going to want to do something to me as they should because I'm out here making a mockery. I'm out here playing with something that they were born with. That organization stuff, that's generations to generations. That's people losing their lives. That's people losing their lives to the prisons and in the graveyards. And he's making a mockery of that. By you being a non-affiliate, a civilian, you stacking. You ain't nobody. Weird, bro. Weird. Poetik Flakko, man. You might see this because, you know, I'm connected to people that know you. You know what I'm saying? Stop it, man. Go back to when you was Mr. $50 promos. I'm not saying you do $50 promos. You don't have to no more. But I'm saying when you was that person, because something is going to happen to you, bro. And I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? I don't. Because it's like, you don't want that. You know what I mean? It's not worth it in the end. It's not. What, for views and clicks? Come on, bro. Have some morals. Have some integrity, boy. You know what I mean? It just makes me think, like, what else are you willing to do for the fame, money, and clout and clicks behind closed doors if nobody can find out? What else are you willing to do? If you're willing to act like a freaking buffoon and a Buford for the world to see, what are you willing to do behind closed doors? And this goes for anybody. That you standing next to chomos, you still amongst rats, you do weird shit. What are you doing behind closed doors if you're doing off the wall shit for the world to see? No, that's just how my brain works. We're gonna keep this shit rolling, and now we're gonna go back. We're gonna go to Spider Loke. Let me put a disclaimer, right? I was supposed to interview Spider Loke, right? And a lot of people think, oh, you came at him because he played you with the interview. No. I'm coming at him, and I've been coming at him, and I was already scratching my head when I was seeing his tactics. You know what I'm saying? He's an opportunist, and I'm going to break it down. I was supposed to interview him, right? We agreed. I even offered, hey, do you want me to pay you? I have the receipts. Other people seen it. Like, I'm not lying. We set it up, the date and everything. Day of, I prepped for it and everything. Day of, he ignored me, leaving me on scene. What? You know what I'm saying? Really? When I was a young boy, growing up in Dago, I had his poster on my wall. Really? That shit hurt me. I was like, Ray, you really playing with me like I'm a fucking scram out here? I'm like I'm effing scram out here? Really? Then a couple days later, I see he goes on this cesspool of a platform. I'm like, oh, he's too cool now. He's too cool. Now, this is the point I'm trying to make. He's such an opportunist, right? You know what I mean? He dissed me and act like he was just like, oh, forget this interview that I committed to and gave my word to, because I have the receipts. Oh, hey, you can't lie, because if you say if you say that I'm lying, I'll just pull the receipts out. It's nothing, and certain people already seen it. You know what I mean? For insurance, so you don't think I'm over here trying to clout chase and start some internet thing with you. No, it's not that. I'm just giving belt to ass, like what I'm known to be doing, and I stand on it. Now, he's so pressed on this platform and the 16. Look at what the 16 does to him.
It would appear that Spider-Loc has...
F that. Look at this thumbnail. J-Cat. And it has you, old head, working. And that's good. Salute to you. You're working. You know how many people ain't working? I'm not coming at you that you're working. I'm coming at you. He's calling you a J-Cat. This is what you ran to. This is what you run to. Every time he called, what you do, Spider? He called, you touch your toes. Bent down, touch toes, gone. You know what I mean?
Truly entered the J-Cat phase.
Let me run this back.
He's breaking up with my...
Run this back and look at what we're gonna get. We're gonna get to the 16 too. Look at what he's doing. The 16's stirring the pot. But if I was out there doing that, stirring the pot, inciting beef, and going back and forth, making a mockery of what he does, they would have came for me. It don't add up. And then I get an excuse. Oh, well, he's white and he'll call the cops. This, I would never. I will handle my business. But I'm saying, there's black people, Spanish people that will call cops too. They do it all the time. What are you talking about? There's people doing life because of black people and Spanish people calling cops. So I don't want to hear none of that because he's white. He has a spell all over y'all.
I wanted to bring this up. This morning, Lush, I don't know if you were included, but I know me, Brick, and Flakko definitely were. It would appear that Spider-Loc has truly entered the J-Cat phase of his life.
Wow. This is what you ran to, Spider? Every time, bro. You ran there every time. You was trying to get that black box, a segment under powered by no jumper, huh? Woo! Don't worry. I'm not done with you, Pop. I'm not done. No.
This morning, he makes a group chat with me and...
Hold on. What we doing?
It would appear...
What we doing?
It would appear that Spider-Loc has truly entered the J-Cat phase of his life. He's breaking up with Munchie B. This morning, he makes a group chat with me and like 20 other people.
Wow. I'm getting my fix of poker in. I'm up 200. Then he calls. Go ahead.
You probably know more of the people.
Look at how they doing you, Pop. Look how they doing you. That's what you ran to? What happened? Damn, homie. When I was in high school, you was the man, homie. What happened to you? I'm upset. I'm flabbergasted. I'm confused over here. Woo! I'm not going to keep doing that to you, that part. I got something else for you. Now, I see you and Slim had a misunderstanding. And I'm not going to go, I'm going to go in on you with this, who I am, but not too much. Because I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, Siba, get over here, Pop. I'm going to give you a little bit cocotazo up here. Like, what are you doing right here? Like, is this a play or are you for real right here? Okay, so.
I'm making progress. One day, I'm going to convince him to have the same background as me. You don't have to be black box. You don't have to.
This is when it was getting real spicy right here.
So I'm glad you make that clear. I promise. On my mom.
Integrity. What are you talking about? Integrity, nigga. That I don't see.
That's what I choose sides on. When I choose sides based on integrity, politics, and character.
I choose sides at all. I choose sides for it, nigga.
I believe a friend to all is a friend to no one.
When we put two sides, that's it.
I believe a friend to all is a friend to no one. I believe.
Now, Slim. You don't choose sides?
I believe a friend to all. I believe a friend to all is a friend to no one.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe a friend to all is.
You're wrong again, Spider-Loke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could sit here and be cool with everybody and stay out the mix and don't get involved in shit. There's levels to this. But go off, I guess.
I believe a friend to all is a friend to no one.
The way I'm only choosing sides, if it's something of mine. You know what I'm saying? Something that I know that the other person that I know for a fact that has done, and I know for a fact that's going to choose me too and going to ride with me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, let me bring up Luigi again. Anybody, either he's wrong or right, I'm going against for Luigi. It's just what it is. I don't care if he's dead wrong. I'm going to give him belt to ass amongst ourselves. But I'm going to choose Luigi every time. But randoms that it's what they telling me, oh, you got to pick a side. No, I'm out of it. What do you mean? I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know my kids. You don't know their birthdays. You know what I mean? You don't know my mama. Like, make it make sense. You know what I mean? So when he said a friend to all is not a friend to none, like, come on, bro. You sounding bitter right there, old head. Respectfully. You know what I mean? In spite of, I stand on everything I say, Pop. It would be an honor to hit from the shoulders with you, bro. Real red. Because I know you're not liking the shit that I'm saying. The truth hurts. It would be an honor to hit from the shoulders with you if I have to. Yes, I accept. Oh, yes, I do.
A friend to all.
A friend to all?
A friend to no one. That's the thing. A friend to no one. That's the thing.
Slim. I appreciate you, Trent Stakes. Slim, what are we doing? You call me your friend all the time. Stop that shit right there. That's what pisses me off that you do. This is what you want to see, Bob, right? You say, yo, won't you do content on me? Because if you do something stupid, I'm gonna do content on you. All right, I'm giving you what you want, Slim. Stop saying that. You saying I'm not a friend to none. So what you talk to me offline and when we're talking, conversing with each other, you're FaceTiming with me. You know what I mean? That's all a lie. That's all an act. You do that to people you don't care about, that you don't consider as a friend. So when you talk around, when you was on Blue Devil, his interview, and you spoke me up, thank you for that. I got some subscribers off that. You know what I mean? You didn't have to do that. I'm not your friend. A friend does what you did. You know what I mean? You check that man right there. You put him on Front Street right there for me. You know what I mean? You try to make things right, even though he reneged on it. That's another topic. Stop doing that, Slim, because you're looking crazy. I'm not a friend to nobody, because I don't want to hear shit like that. And other people, I'm sure that thinks you're their friend, don't want to hear that either. Everybody that's in the back stage room, like, we don't want to hear that. Is this an act? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ain't no friend to all, friend to no one. They come and smoke into peace. I'm my friend.
You can take
word. By myself. I about all this shit. I work all my subscribers, nigga. I ask no nigga to, hey, post my content. Hey, do this, do that. On the dead, I do this. I grind myself. I wake up every morning, bro. Wake my daughter up, nigga, grind myself, nigga. Damn.
Facts. I'll give him that. But you can't say you're not a friend of no one, because then I'm going to think you're a fraud, Slim. See, Bob? I'm going to think you're a fraud out here. Because you be telling me I'm your friend. You be telling me I'm your bro. You go on a big platform and tell the world that I'm your bro. And I'm sure you tell everybody else, too, that's close to you, you care about. Stop it. You do have friends. You are a friend to people. Stop that shit. Because you looking like a fraud right here, Pop. And I'm being so honest with you, bro. Because if I was moving crazy on here, you will be checking me at the door and making content because you already told me if I act stupid on here, you're going to make content on me. And you always was telling me, hey, make content on me. If you feel like I'm wrong, I'm doing it now. Here we go. I'm off you now. That's all I disagreed with right here with you when you said that. You know what I mean? I'm a friend to no one. So what, you over here playing with us? You playing with everybody in the backstage? I don't want to hear that. I can't speak for everybody else, but I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean?
I keep this motherfucker put my own dough behind my pocket. I don't come here like, hey, come on, help me do this. Nothing. Never told nigga help me nothing. I came to this motherfucker blinded.
All right, let's go what he said now. This is where I want to go on Spider. Now, him and Munchie B had a podcast, right? Munchie B, allegedly, we don't know for facts, but it's looking like it's true because they're both not, he's not denying it. He's smiling in his face and all that, and then jumping in his daughter's DMs. Yeah, she's of age, but still, it's like, how dare you? Listen, excuse me. No disrespect to you, Munchie B, but if that was me and you having a podcast and you sliding my daughter's DMs, smile my face, I'm going to do something to you, and I don't care what happens afterwards. You know what I mean? Facts. Crazy. That's wild. This is why I call Spider Loke. I call you Spider Opportunist Loke, because you said, I'm going to try to find it, but I'm live right now. I can't sit here and make the people wait, but go check it out. He says it. I knew for months that Munchie slid in my daughter's DMs. He didn't say nothing. Why you didn't say nothing? You didn't say nothing because you're an opportunist. You didn't want to ruin the podcast thing you had going on. So you choose that, your daughter being freaking violated, because that's how, I'm sure she felt like, ew, you work with my dad. Like, how dare you? She felt disrespected, as she should. And you was disrespected. And you let that slide for months because you didn't want to ruin the podcast thing. You an opportunist. You can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? And I stand on what I say, bro. Look at what you done. You shitted on the people that you, because if I had 300,000 subscribers, you would have took that interview. Real rap. ASAP you would have did. You would have been on my bumper. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Make it make sense. Look how No Jumper's doing you, bro. Look how they doing you. Now they calling you a J-Cat. I don't think you a J-Cat. I think you're an opportunist. I'm not going to call you a J-Cat. I'm not going to disrespect you on here like that. But I'm going to call you what you are. And you're an opportunist, and the world can see that. It's facts, bro. And because look at what's happening to you, too. It's like, you know what I mean? Do better, old head. It's crazy. Like, it's like, wow. What clout does. It goes back to what I always say, what clout manages to do to the sturdy individuals. It makes them lose their life for the clout, lose their freedom and integrity and morals for this clout. And in your case, you lost your integrity and your morals for this, bro. All right, I'm done with that. Go look it up. He really says it. I knew for months Munchie B was slitting my daughter's DMs, and he was still doing a podcast with him. Like, no disrespect to Munchie, but I would have dissed him. You crazy. Bang, bang, bang. What? Crazy. I don't care what his situation is. You, nah, we're not doing that. We're not. Now we're going to the Gillie. We're going to save the 16 for last. We're going to Gillie and the Charleston White situation. How Charleston White said Gillie sacrificed his son Cheese for the Illuminati. It's crazy, bro. And like Gillie said, like I said, you guys go check it out. I'm gonna share it on my community post when it happened. RIP to Cheese. I said, I guarantee you, most likely it wasn't for him. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And that's what his father said. It wasn't for him. He was wrong place, wrong time. And I knew it. So we're gonna check this out right here, and I'm gonna react to it.
When you're finally ready to see the dentist,
and like I said, man, I'm back. I'm full effect, starting on the 2nd with the content on its regular, all the segments on its regular timing. Check it out on my community post. I shared the list and stuff. Just look through it. Here we go.
Sell your soul. So you had to sacrifice.
Here we go.
I'm sorry that you had to hear the comments about the Illuminati because you got money now. And normally when black people get money, You had to do the Illuminati. You had to sell your soul, so you had to sacrifice your son, right, in order to stay in good graces and keep this paper coming.
Now that we know one of the kids that was responsible for murdering my son, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the Illuminati came to a 16-year-old kid that's in high school,
mm-hmm,
and said, "Yeah, we need you to kill Gillie's son for Illuminati purposes." See,
Do you guys hear how foolish that sounds? It's like,
see how idiotic this shit sounds. That as a black man, you can't just work hard.
No,
you put the work in every day, and blessings come from that. That you got to come from somewhere else.
Right.
So I don't pay that shit no mind.
Have you met the kid? Have you talked to the kid that took your son's life?
No, I never met him. Only reason why I know is because the police called me and told me once he was murdered. Once he got, because the kid had just got shot 17 times. He was walking with his mom.
Oh.
And he got murdered. And
they waited. They went 2 a.m. They camped on him from 2 a.m. and waited for him to come up. They waited for his mom to get in the car, though. She was already in the car. You know what I mean? And they hopped out on him. He was kind of ready, I would say, because, you know, his weapon was on the ground next to him, so he had it in his backpack. He tried to, but it's like 2 people were jumping up on you. They got the ups on you, and then they got buttons. Finite. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to him and the other people that he took their souls to. But he knew what he signed up for.
The police notified me and let me know that he was one of the kids that was pretty much about to get locked up for the murder. But he got...
And another thing.
Murdered first. So, and then, you know, when you do something in the streets...
The streets talk.
The streets know.
Facts.
So, you know, they all want...
They trying to tell, like, for real, like, no matter what happens... The law may know or whatever it is, the streets always talk. The streets know, man. Like, the streets always know, no matter where you at. It could be in freaking small town America somewhere, rural or wherever. Whatever happens, the streets know. The streets are the streets talk. You know what I'm saying? And I said it when it happened. R.I.P. Cheese. When he met his demise, I said it. And I'm gonna share it on my post. I said it. I made a content of it. It wasn't for him. He wasn't the target. It's like, make it make sense, bro. You know what I mean? He wasn't a target. He wasn't a target. He was there at the wrong place, wrong time. You know what I mean? They came there for his peoples that are from there in Albany. You know what I mean? And he just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all it was. You know what I mean?
Instagram and they talk, and then, you know, apparently this kid name was the Joker. And, you know, that's what he did. So, you know, but he had to deal with God. You know, that's how I look at it.
And then Charleston White said something disrespectful and derogatory towards your son, but he later apologized. Did you accept his apology? Did you talk to Charleston?
No, but you know, you can't. I can't respect niggas like.
He's about to go on real quick, and I'm gonna let him go in, but
that because what I knew you for.
Talk to him, Gil. Charleston, what do we know you for?
When I ask you, what do you know him for? Think about it. You don't even know. You know him for disrespecting niggas that's known.
Right.
Think about that. You ain't putting the work in out here. You ain't did nothing. You got on it.
And now to go back, because I know there's going to be people in the comments, because there's so many people out there that love Charleston White. I get flamed with trolls that be going up for this man like he's out there paying their bills. All that activist stuff he's done, it goes out the window when he does the antic he does. Making fun of disabled children, doing all his antics, that goes out the window. Just like when a dude that's in the street being sturdy his whole street career, and then he gets caught up and sits in that room and he tells everything sturdy in the street and everything live he did in the street for his block, hood, organization, it goes out the window. So save me and spare yourself for getting flamed, because I'm just gonna ping your comment and my loyalists are gonna do what they do.
Nigga that 40-something years old, a nigga that had nothing going on,
nasty work,
and disrespected niggas that put work in. can't respond to me like that. Me and you ain't on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Charleston White, you're in a Tubi movie and you're not in no motion big major picture. We will see Gillie and Wallow in the major picture film that's globally being shown before you. You know what I mean? It's only a matter. I feel like 2025 is a year of all the buffoonery gets checked at the door. This is the year of wedgies. This is the year of being held accountable for all your indiscretions to anybody. And it just don't go for celebrities. It goes for anybody. Anybody and just regular people in the world. You out there doing freaking shady shit to people and just being, you know what I mean? And you're going to get held accountable for a way, one way or another. If it ain't wedgies, and I don't mean in the physical, it could be a wedgie like your finances that F up, or you don't get this promotion, or you don't get that, or if something happens, your girl cheats on you with your freaking, whatever. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. Karma in the universe is going to come to collect, especially if you're living wrong and doing wrong. Especially you're doing wrong to good people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I failed to realize. Let me give myself belt to ass real quick. When I was coming up, wet behind the ears, a freaking royal piece of you-know-what, I was sitting there doing wrong to good people. I was turning my back on my kids, and I was out there wondering why I will always lose opportunities. I will always gain money and lose it. Gain money and gain cars and whatever the hell. I was up and then lose it immediately. I didn't even get to enjoy the shit barely, and I would lose it. And I always was so narcissistic to not understand, like, I'm doing wrong to good people. How do I ever think I'm gonna succeed and flourish in life? It took me to be in my late 30s to understand that. You know what I'm saying? So when I see people like Charleston White, who's old enough to be my father, progressing and leveling up and earning for being how I used to be, minus coming at kids and saying he'll R-word women and white women, that is. It's like women, period. It don't matter. Like, I didn't do it. I'm not with that, none of that. But in other things, you know what I mean? But I was still a nuisance. I was bad for, I mean, I wasn't right. You know what I mean? And he's earning off that. It's just like, what? It's just,
I can't respond to what they call POs online.
Right.
Wow. Think about that.
Mm.
I can't respond to nobody.
Let me get to the cold one.
Facts. So let's see his response now. Charleston White's response. We're going to go to his response. Let's see what he says.
Oh, man, here we go. We're back. Y'all been begging for it. Had to bring him back. This guy, he's all over the headlines. Everybody's talking about.
He loves it, bro. It's like, I know no matter what, I see right through this facade. He's really scared. You know what I mean? And when a person is really scared, the one in the room that's always the loudest is the one that's the most scared. Always remember that. The one that always barks the loudest and pumps their chest out the loudest and always tries to go out their way to get validation, to let you know that they'll, you know what I mean? It's always the one that they're scared, bro. You know what I mean? Always on. It's like I hate to say it, but his shit is numbered. Like, and he's earning profit off it. Like, it's like, how is he able to still earn and people want to do business with him when he sat there? If he came at a white, and listen, I know I'm going to get some stuff to this, and my lady probably will get mad at this, that I'm saying this, because, but I'm going to say it. If Charleston White disrespected a Jewish or a white kid, disabled kid, he would have been canceled. But it was a black child. They're not canceling him. People are still paying him to go do interviews. He's still having business. He's still having motion. That's wrong, bro. That's just dead wrong, bro. That's dead wrong. And it's that's not right, bro. It's not right. It's like, it's the kids, bro. I don't care what type of ethnicity the kid is. We have to act accordingly and move accordingly when it comes to kids, bro. We got to protect our kids, bro. All kids. All kids. We can't pick and choose, bro. We can't pick and choose. Straight up.
About them per usual.
Yeah.
Man, on Valentine's Day, man. I mean, how you feel about Valentine's Day?
All right, we're going to go over here. We got to...
Roll for 3.
I want to hear his response. We're going to go to what he said, right? Look at what he says.
Yeah, I was going.
Look at what he says, right?
Cash money.
Look at what he does, bro. Then he says this is an act. He says this is an act. This is a show. It's a character. Characters don't do this, bro. Characters don't make fun of dads. Characters don't make fun of people's children. Characters don't make a mockery of another man or another parent losing their child in the way Gillie lost and Gillie's family lost his child. Like, that don't happen, bro. Like, this is really him. This is really him. And then when he gets pressed on, he goes and says, hey, it's just a character. No, man. When is enough? When is enough going to be enough, bro? This is what he says about his son.
Say, look, this is what my kids give me for Father's Day. Gillie, say, Gillie, cash money backup singer. Say, cash money backup.
How was he a cash money backup singer? He wrote for Wayne. The Carter One. He wrote that. That's why we pay attention. No disrespect to Wayne, but it is what it is. Go from bobbity bobbity and wobbity wop to F with the ball. Look at the walkthrough, the walk-in on the Carter One. That's one of my favorite songs from Lil Wayne. And who was behind that? Gillie. What are you talking about? He was a writer, bro. He made hits for Wayne, bro. And they done him dirty. And they blackballed him for many years, bro. But they can't do it no more because why? They don't have the influence and power like they once had. So that's why we have $1 million worth of game flourishing as it should.
I'm sorry, backup dancer. Say, listen, I'm
weird. He just talks.
Because you can't call yours. You got to do this. Oh, I miss my son.
That, come on. You hear him? I could call my boy. Yo, he don't understand. I know his kids are frightened, bro. I know they are. His 16-year-old daughter that goes to school. His son that's probably 23, 24 years old, 25. They probably have talks like that. Can you stop doing this? Nah, this is how I make our living. This is what I'm doing. I'm feeding the family. I'm making a way for us. How you think I do this for y'all? Da, 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 da. He hits him with that. I know that's what it is. Because it's like, what? It's like if I'm out there doing like what he's doing, my kids, they will freaking be all over me, bro. You're putting us at risk. They can't get to you. They're gonna see one of us. Oh, you're such and such son. You're such and such daughter. Come on, bro. And this is fresh right after his Gillie son passed.
Ass money backup singer. I'm sorry, backup dancer. Say, listen, I'm finna call my boy because you can't call yours. You got to do this. Oh.
He should have been canceled right there. Let's say if Elon Musk lost his son and he did that to Elon Musk or Donald Trump, what would happen to him? No more. No more. Right? No more. The dude Lucha Range, whatever his name is, Drake's ex Cash Cow from Universal Music Group, if he lost his, and he did that about his child, what would happen to him? His career, that is. Finite, right? Oh, but it's happening to, he's coming at a black man and with a black child. It's okay though, right? Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. It's nasty out here. The industry is nasty, man. It's disgusting. And I don't belong in it. I don't want to be in it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in it. I don't.
I miss my son.
If this is what I have to endure and stuff and be around, I refuse. You know, I'll play the game a little bit, You know, because I told myself, you know, the people that matter to me, I told that I'm going to play the game a little bit, but I'm not throwing away morals and integrity for this. There's no way. That's just out. You know what I mean? Come on. Because if that was the case, I'll be lit right now. I'll be in the hills right now. I'll be doing a live stream right now from the hills. You know what I mean? Real rap. You know what I mean?
I don't miss my. I can call mine right here. Hold on, let me call my son.
Putting a hex on his kids and he don't know it. The sins of your father. Remember that. The children always pay for the sins of their father. Real rap, one way or another. I'm trying to tell you. This is this America. When is enough enough? You don't see this type of character and buffoonery in Europe. You don't see it, man. I'm plugged in and tuned in to all that. I don't see it. I don't see a Charleston White. I don't see an Adam22. I don't see that out there. I don't see a Poetik Flakkos out there. I don't see none of that. It's dead wrong, man. Dead wrong. That's pretty much it, man. That's all I wanted to speak on, man. I know I ruffled a lot of feathers here, but it's like, this is what needs to be done. This is why I say my channel is refreshing. I refuse to play, I'll play the game, but I refuse to follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to get in with the in crowd, the cool crowd. I didn't do that my whole life. I'm an outsider from my own town. I'm an outsider from my own family. I'm cool with that. I'm numb to it. I'm accustomed to it. I'm immune to it. This is what I am. So I don't mind to be making my point I'm trying to make. I don't mind alienating myself in this YouTube metaverse, in these YouTube streets, whatever you want to call it. I don't mind doing it because I do it in my personal life. It's been my whole life. That's been my whole life. Me being alienated or me black sheep, me outsider, I don't care. I don't fit in. You know what I mean? I stand out, and that's just what it is. My energy alone speaks. It tells you. My eyes and my energy confirms everything, bro. You know what I mean? Facts. Blessings to everybody, man. Make sure you love yourself, people out there, so you could love others accordingly. And that way you don't let nobody play with you, because life is short and we don't get to respond when this is over, man. Yeah, man. We got to do better, people in America, man. Like, let's make loving your women cool again, bro. People like myself that truly love their woman and not afraid to flaunt that woman and whatever, and just be proud that they have the woman they have. We get played. I mean, it's like I'm speaking to the youth. Forget dudes my age, whatever. The youth. It's okay to love your shorty, bro. It's okay to express if you want to express to the world how much you love your lady. It's okay, young king. It's okay, young brother, to do that. Remember that. You're not soft for that. You're not weird. You're not a simp. You're a simp if you're out there trying to praise these people, these females that are for everybody. You're a simp and a weirdo and a chump if you're sitting there praising a peace pipe. And what happens to a peace pipe? It gets passed around. That's when you're, a simp and just whatever. But when it's your woman, your lady, your wife, your kid's mom, whatever the case may be, the woman that's just down for you and that's going to be there for you no matter through all your F-ups. You know what I mean? You praise her. That's what you're supposed to do. Put her up on that pedestal. To me, she's dealing and enduring all your stuff. How can you not praise something like that? When it's rare nowadays. When it's the changing of the guard. When the majority of women don't want relationships. You know what I mean? It's nasty out here. So when you're lucky and blessed to find a good woman, young king, young brother, it's okay to flaunt her. It's okay to let the world know you love her and show your love and gratitude for her. You're not a simp for that. And that's all I got to say. Subscribe and hit that bell, man. Stay tuned tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Nightcap with Friends, the best podcast at night, powered by Smoking Poetik with me. Honorably refreshing for the world. Stay tuned. Loose Cannon will be in the building for an honorable discussion. And this interview is going to be way different from all the other interviews he's ever done. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't a knock for anybody that ever interviewed him. But you know, I'm gonna do this shit different. I mean, I'm really gonna get to know this brother right here for the world to see. Blessings to everybody.